We are all from stories, each and every one of us. Stories are what make us, us. So I'll share with you a little story that involves a bit of my upbringing. When I was 7, I lived with my grandparents in Slovenia, a rural village in the Midlands of Zimbabwe. My grandparents' homestead consisted of clusters of mud-fed huts. In the evening, we would sit in my grandmother's mud-thatched hut, the fire aglow, and grandmother is sitting on a ring mat. She is cooking ugali sadza, the staple food of most of Southern African countries. My grandfather is sitting on a stool that he carved himself, and that stool is the only furniture in that mud hut. We, the children, are just sitting on the floor. We are used to it. It's the way of life. My grandmother continues to cook. As she cooks, she looks at us, the kids, gives us that warm, loving smile of hers. And we, the children, just giggle. Do you know why? Because my grandmother is on 2 front teeth. And we just giggle. In the night, it is so very quiet in that mud hut. If you listen carefully, you can actually hear the croaking of bullfrogs in the Weru River. That's like half a mile away. And if you listen even more carefully, you can hear the distant throb of drums from our nearest village, which is about 1.5 miles away. Kidding, 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 kidding. Grandmother continues to cook. Suddenly the cat comes in from outside. It peeps in and it goes straight to my grandmother. It sits on her lap. And grandmother starts stroking this cat. And then she looks at us and says, "Children, do you want to know how a cat became a woman's best friend?" And we all said, "Yes, Grandma, tell us." And grandmother told this story. Once upon a time, there lived a cat. This cat was so lonely, this cat had no friends. He said to himself, "Enough." He said, "Enough, enough, enough." He said, "Enough." And off he went in search of friends. He walked through thick, dense rainforests, up glaciers, mountains, down a valley. And then he came through. He came to a rolling grassland with scattered shrubs and isolated trees. The cat was in the savannah. And right there in front of him, there was an antelope. The antelope was just bouncing, bouncing up and down, admiring his beautiful self. The cat looked at him and said, "Wow, let me make friends with you." So he approached him. "Wow, you look so cool. You look so dandy. I could do with friends like you. Would you be my friend, please?" And the antelope said, "Uh-huh." The antelope said, "Uh-huh." And the two became friends, the cat and the antelope. And they went walking. They walked, they talked. They walked, they talked. They walked, they talked. They talked, they walked. They talked, they walked. And then they came to a thicket. And from that thicket, out sprang massive lion, roaring. And in that split second, for fear of his life, Antelope was gone. And the cat thought, Lion must be the strongest creature on earth. Let me go and make friends with him. So he approached lion. Wow, you are so cool. You are so deadly. I could do with friends like you. Would you be my friend, please? And the lion said, and the two became friends. Two cats, yeah? One small and one massive cat. And so, off they went, exploring. Yeah? So they explored, they talked. They explored, they talked, they explored, and they went on and on and on. And then they came to a waterhole. Now, in that waterhole was massive bull elephant. Massive bull elephant was drinking water. And the minute massive bull elephant raised his head and he saw lion approaching. He got furious and he charged towards lion. And in that split second, for fear of his life, lion was gone. And the cat thought, elephant is not just huge, but I think he's the best there is. Let me go and make friends with him. So he approached him. Wow, you're so big, but you are so cool. You are so deadly. I will do with friends like you. Would you be my friend? Please. And the elephant said, and the two became friends, and off they went. The cat and the elephant. Walk about, they went, yeah? They walk about, they talk. Walk about, talk. Walk about, talk. Talked. And then they came to a field, a massive maize field. And in this maize field, the elephant looked and said, little cat, now this is where the fun begins. I am going into this massive field and I'm going to go grazing. I'm going to eat everything. Oh, so nice. You can come with me. In there, you'll find loads and loads of mice. You will have a field day. Just for me. In fact, they went into that maize field. And massive bull elephant, he started to pull the maize plants and eat it. He pulled, he ate, he pulled, he ate, he pulled, he ate, he pulled, he ate. He was causing havoc, devastation in that massive field. Until the owner of that maize field, a man happened to be passing by. The man got furious at what was happening to his field. He ran home, and from home he got a gun. With his gun, he started to shoot at the elephant. Bang, bang. He was a very bad shot. Very, very bad. He was missing all the time. Bang, bang, bang. But one shot managed to just graze the elephant. And the elephant thought, no way was there. Am I going to die from maize? I'm out of here. And in that split second, for fear of his life, the elephant was gone. And the cat thought, let me make friends with this man. So he approached him. Well, man, with your fire stick, you just went bang, 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 bang. You were so cool. You were so trendy. I could do with friends like you. Would you be my friend? Please. And the man said, and the man said, and you two became friends. And immediately, they went from that field into the man's homestead. And in the homestead was a woman. She was sitting in a mud hut, and she was cooking. The minute the man got in the mud hut, the woman looked up and said, darling, you managed to chase the elephant out of my food. And the man said, yes, my darling, I did. Okay, darling, do you remember last night we had a jackal attack our goats in our goat pen? And the man said, yes, my darling. And the woman said, now, go and fix that goat pen. Make sure that doesn't happen again. Yes, my darling. Off you went. And he came back. My dear darling, the woman said, go and get me some firewood. After this one, get some firewood. He came back. The woman kept sending the men back and forth doing chores. And meanwhile, the cat was watching all this. By the time the man came from his last chore, the cat was already sitting on the woman's lap. The cat had discovered that a woman was the strongest creature on earth.